jewel of the French Riviera and the home of some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. And some of the most beautiful bodies in the world as well. At the heart of Saint-Tropez is the waterfront. Once an important naval stronghold, now it plays host to all means of Mediterranean mariners. And today, this scenic seaside resort is our port of call here on CBS Sports Sunday. Dockery, it was quite an experience waiting at the top for the first cyclist.
Some of the fans of French cycliste Charlie Motet saying he's going to win the Tour de France. We are 6,000 feet up on Mont Ventoux. They are going to have a time trial climbing up this mountain today. And John Dockery, watching them do this earlier in the week down at Luz Ardidon, was just absolutely unbelievable to me to see them make that climb and be hardly breathing heavily when they got to the top.
The thing that amazes me most as an athlete about this event is that the mental and physical toughness that's required to ride 2,500 miles. Think about that, 2,500 miles in 26 days across France. That's getting up day in and day out after struggling over mountaintops like this and being able to do it. It is just incredible to watch.
The spectacle is really awesome. To see the number of spectators lining the roads here, you can relate to a Super Bowl, perhaps 80, 100,000 people all packed in on one Sunday afternoon. This runs for a month and thousands more.
It's like a Super Bowl almost every day. There are 55 million people in France. About half of those folks will come out on the road to catch a glimpse, maybe 15 seconds of a rider flying by, and they come out, you know, hours in advance, some of them camping overnight. So it is really a traveling road show and a spectacle like none I've ever seen before.
They're talking about somewhere between 100 and 200,000 people lining the route here today. Well, from here, of course, they'll head into the Alps.
The Alps will really tell. We have 4 stages in the Alps before getting to the Champs-Élysées and the finish in Paris, and that's the place where the men worthy of wearing the yellow jersey will come forward.
Well, that's quite a spectacular view, is it not? And what a stage that was today up Mont Ventoux. It's a memorable experience for both me and for John Dockery to be there and see some of that. Today's stage was expected to be a turning point in this year's wide-open tour. John Dockery will be joined by Phil Liggett. They'll give you a full look at the excitement and intrigue of this third week of the Tour de France when Sports Sunday continues.